We're with Erica Pagano from the SPU women's basketball team. Falcons got back on track tonight with a 72-59 victory against St. Martin's. And Erica, just talk about bouncing back, a tough night on Saturday against NNU, but came right back a couple days later, got back in the win column. Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we had a talk after our NNU game, and we just got back to our goals, got back to what we focus on, which is defense. And I think we played our defense well tonight, and we pulled out a win. So I'm really glad that we played together and played like we have been all year.
And speaking of that defense, it really seemed to pick up about the second quarter. You were down 8, and then it just seemed to pick up. What started clicking out there defensively?
We made some changes. We started talking a lot, and transition was a big thing this game. So I think that was just what kind of fueled the fire and just kept us going.
What is it about St. Martin's? That's just a tough team for SPU to play against every time, it seems like. What is it about them, and what needs to click for you guys to pull out one like this?
Their zone is different from anyone else in the conference, so it's kind of hard to play in practice or simulate in practice. So you kind of go in and just have to figure it out as you go. But I thought we did really well tonight with cutting and screening, so we pulled it out in the end. So I'm glad we got a win.
And then how much of that factored into the offense tonight? The team seemed to get back into a groove there as well.
Yeah, definitely. We started hitting more shots this game. Our shots started to fall, and it was just nice to finally get a win tonight and offensively play pretty well.
And speaking of shots falling, a 5 of 9 for you. You're shooting 53% from the floor this year. Just talk about that a little bit.
I'm getting a lot of layups, which is nice, so that helps a little bit. But my teammates are seeing me inside a lot, which is helpful. And I think that's just my teammates are giving me great passes. I'm not creating shots on my own, so I owe it to them.
And speaking of great passes, 23 assists on 27 baskets. Is that something you guys talk about a lot in practice, or is that something that just kind of happens during the course of the game?
One of our main goals this year is to be together and play as a team and just assists. Once we get a lot of them, we know that that's how we're going to win. So when we pass the ball and play together, when everyone touches the ball in a possession, it's a great possession for us. So I think just sharing the ball is a big thing for us this year. So with sharing the ball comes assists. So I think that's a big part.
Another tough one on Thursday. Montana State Billings comes in. Again, historically, that is a very tough team for SPU to play against. What do you know about the Yellow Jackets, and what needs to work for you on that night?
I haven't heard anything about them yet. We haven't focused on them. We've had 4 games, or we have 4 games in 7 days after Christmas. So we're just taking one game at a time. So I don't know anything about them really, except their returners. I know they have a great point guard coming in, but yeah, so we'll focus on them tomorrow. I'm just glad we got a win tonight.
All right. And 4 games in 7 days right after Christmas. How tough is that to come back off a break and then just get a real rugged schedule like that?
It is tough, but it's really nice when we all came back in shape. Everyone worked really hard, obviously shot during break. We came back and were hitting shots. We weren't tired in practice, so it was nice. And our depth is a huge thing for us this year. So when we're able to play a bunch of people and tag team in, it's so helpful to play 4 games in 7 days.
All right.